So I don't know how much you guys have heard about the recent bee decline, but bees actually, they have just decreased by 10 million in the past 6 years. And bees actually pollinate 1/3 of everything that we eat. So they play a huge role in pollinating and sustaining our ecosystem. So one of the main causes that bees are dying off is because farmers are using pesticides and fungicides on their plants, and the bees pollinate those, and then they're dying off because of those. But if farmers don't use pesticides and fungicides, then their crops, most of their crops will be killed by weeds, plant diseases, insects, and other animals. So we have the option to ban pesticides, and then we lose a lot of our crops. So there's kind of food waste going into that, and then that would also increase the amount of money that we pay for our food, because right now organic food costs up to about 3 times as like a regular orange or something like that. So my question to you guys is, would you rather ban pesticides and try to save the bee population, but you do have the consequence of food waste and having to pay more for your food?
And also
farmers would be affected by it as well. So if you agree with banning pesticides, come over here. If you think that bees should try to naturally adapt, if they can, it's not promised, then go over here.
so stay on this side if we think.
If you want to ban pesticides, come over here. If you want to do nothing.
What's going on? This is to ban pesticides?
Yes.
Okay. This is if you want to ban pesticides. That side if you want to do nothing. For the bee population.
This is do nothing and not ban.
So this side, y'all are basically taking the stance as bees, if they will naturally adapt to the pesticides and live on. But if they don't, then they don't. So no more bees, okay? Alright, so take like about a minute or so to discuss in your group. I want you guys to come up with one spokesperson for your group.
Wow, that's smart.
I vote Jamie.
I vote Jamie.
Jamie. So all in favor for Jamie, say aye. All in favor for Jamie, say
Can I still change my side? I'm changing.
Okay, let's start with the banning pesticide side. Okay, so Jamie, what did y'all come up with?
We think that pesticides are chemicals, and chemicals are bad for the environment. Yep.
Okay. Alright, what is y'all's opening statement?
We said that the amount of jobs that we would lose would be too high to be able to argue that side.
Okay. So, are y'all okay with paying more for your groceries?
Yes.
If it means
Yeah.
saving
Yes, because we're
I'll give you anything to help you.
But what about the people who can't afford to pay higher groceries?
food stamps.
But then that reduces the amount of food that they can purchase with those food stamps because the food will be
Some
higher.
of the food they can purchase, they'll be on it.
Because the price of living is going to go up, the amount of jobs are going to go down. So, I mean, more people are going to be on food stamps, which means there's going to be less money to distribute.
And then people can actually grow their own food because they wouldn't be required by the government to use certain pesticides or growing products.
And there's got to be some type of natural.
Yeah, something instead of
Like
pesticides.
vinegar or apple cider vinegar, any of those things. There's other things you can put in those trucks for those people to drive and spray.
Well, but if they decide to use an alternative, then like there's no argument. Like that would work.
Yeah.
But the argument is pesticides.
So my question for y'all is, what if the bees don't adapt to it? And they
No,
all,
there's other ways that you can create a population of bees. You can grow them in a pollination thing and have them in there until they get into a certain amount, and we can release them again.
But then they're just
gonna die from the Again. pesticides.
Or they can fix the pesticide.
Yeah, there's also
Like,
that.
they can keep working on it so it doesn't kill bees.
We could all make something.
Yeah, well, I
Yes.
was saying that I agree that maybe we could use like some alternate form, like a more natural, healthier form of pesticides to save the bees.
Nature.
But it's all about the bees, guys.
It's all about the bees.
The bees.
Y'all like honey? Y'all like
Y'all
one
like
third of the food that you eat? Y'all hear that?
that's what
One
it
third.
is.
Yeah, apples. You don't get apples without.
But that's 1/3. There's 2/3 left of the food that if you take away the
You're gonna
natural,
get fat.
But that's
take away
so
the
much
pesticides,
No fruit, no
It's,
vegetables.
It's not gonna matter either way, pesticides or no pesticides. If we let all the bees die,
We
we're
let them
screwed
die.
going with them.
Hey,
But even then, but if we let the pesticides down, then the amount of food that we have in general is going to decrease also. Like,
But we're just gonna be a nation that's not obese.
Yeah, that's
Because the United States is obese. That is due to fast food. That is not due to farmers who
If I'm
produce
obese, I'm
crops.
gonna take my food.
But a lot of the healthy foods that we get are what bees pollinate. And so
People
really,
eat
a lot
fast
of
food
healthy
because there's
healthy
also-
food's too
The
expensive
food
right now.
that
We're
the
trying to save
farmers
them.
produce are the food that they plant that they don't need bees to pollinate for.
So it's okay if all the bees die?
But we have other bugs that can.
We have
Not
butterflies,
like
Have y'all
bees.
seen Twitter with bees though?
moths.
Well, they barely pollinate.
Barely. Better than
Is what I read.
Yeah.
okay, so either way, I mean,
There's no right or
there's
wrong
no
answer.
perfect solution, so it's your opinion, so.
There it is.